All right, heading on to week 6 after 2 devastating losses in a row, putting us firmly in the last place spot in the division. About to face off against the Rams in LA, and then once again a couple of away games headed on after that, which is definitely a tough stretch coming up. Obviously, our quarterback situation has become more of a situation than normal. Of course, you could see that the Rams lost the game as well, so if we beat them here, you would think we probably go ahead of them, right? I don't know how else we wouldn't. We have the tiebreaker, but quarterback situation, like we talked about, a very bad one, as we're still in the process of finding finding out who our guy is. Hikaru, in theory, looking at his ratings, looking at the fact that he has Slinger 6, even though I know Slinger 6 isn't great compared to like Slinger 1, he should be better than Greer. But when Greer took over for Hikaru, he was better. He definitely was better. Also, why is my damn roster still changing to this day? I'll never know. But as you can see, pretty much everyone, at least on the offensive side of things, is down in morale, which is definitely not good as far as left end goes. Davenport 1 week away from being healthy, but I mean, how long will that last? Obviously, this entire roster needs to be fixed up because I don't know what happened, but they're all like really messed up in the depth chart lining, and it's a disaster. But regardless of the point, Greer is going to get another chance. I looked around the league as far as what our other options are. They're pretty much all just backup level talent as well. I think some of the guys that I keyed in on were maybe Josh Robertson from the Broncos, but statistically, his throw power is lower, his accuracy is lower than most of the guys we have. Or both of the guys we have, not most, so we only have 2 guys on the roster. The Commanders, maybe Sam Howell, but once again, I mean, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. As far as like other guys, like this guy maybe, James Hoffman, but he's slower than the others, and his accuracy is pretty much the same, plus he is also a hidden development trait rookie, so don't think they'd be willing to move on from him. Also, not sure why they grabbed him either. But obviously, believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of, franchise quarterbacks being traded around town. They're all pretty much either starters or they're bad players, simply put. Even though he's injured, he's still got an upgrade point. He gets a speed, 2 tackle, 1 hit power, 2 awareness. Maybe if he played a different position, I would like that, but not really, caring too much about a D lineman's speed, especially an interior. Maybe if his speed for injury recovery went up, perhaps. But yeah, we did our training. We did all that. Let's get in. Here we are at SoFi Stadium. This isn't a huge, expensive, massive waste of money. Obviously, it's sick, but trying to make them feel sick about playing here, as we are going to, I just saw Cup's numbers, and wow, okay. Don't know how he wasn't Player of the Week, unless he was. I'm going to be honest, I usually kind of glance over it, and if it's not our player, I'm like, meh. Do I really care? Meh. But obviously, a tough matchup. Tough interdivisional in their home, their stadium, their crowd. And amid a quarterback battle, if you will, during the season. It's preseason, maybe you're okay with it, but not even knowing who our quarterback is, even right now, heading into week 6 here, not the greatest thing to be dealing with, as obviously they know who their guy is, as it's Matthew Stafford, at least for now. Obviously he's aging, and I don't know what his overall is, but it can't be crazy great. I think his seasons have been pretty decent, though, so maybe he's okay still. But yeah, a tough matchup, and really trying to avoid going 2-4, as it's also a divisional matchup on top of it. The Titans, who are 6-0, beating up against their division rival in the Colts. We kick the ball first, wearing the all-white uniforms, going against them in their home uniforms, if you will. And they're going to kneel it down. Let's see how Stafford's playing this season with that 3-2 record, which is kind of slipping a little bit. As far as his numbers, touchdowns 12, 5 interceptions, completion percentage looks good, the yards look good. Looks like he's having a pretty good year. He's coming out with the blitz early. Obviously, Cooper Kupp, a very challenging guy to stop, so trying to get under his skin early, if you will, and we kill him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the first play. Diggs with a really good start. Not the greatest game in the world tackling last week, and wow, look at that hit. I mean, blew him up. Diggs may be a smaller guy, but you definitely won't confuse him for someone that will not hit. He can hit well, Ed Oliver getting kind of pushed. Come on, get up. And Woolen, what are you doing, pal? Woolen tackles him on his inside lane. You gave him the outside. We had 2 other players on the inside. What are you doing? Of course, it's Kyron Williams, too. Super slow, but apparently elusive. Gets away from a guy, and that is almost caught. Really good job by, I think, Alexander on the play, just chasing him all the way through. We kind of let the running back slide there. We kind of got caught watching a little bit on the inside. And Oliver pushed again. This time Alexander is there with the help of Brooks. They will gain a yard at best. And now they will be looking at a 3rd and 9 from about midfield. Going to be bringing in Brooks on the blitz. Maybe you can get in behind Northcutt there, who is a big guy. And Woolen, nice swat, will force the punt. 0 for 2 throwing the ball so far. Not an amazing punt, but we start the ball at the 15, so we don't mind. Obviously, Greer season stats are going to look a little weird, but at least not under in the touch on a pick ratio department. Not perfect. Obviously, you wouldn't really expect him to be. He's a rookie and, kind of inheriting a team that just has already played without him. So he's the one that has to catch up, and we're hoping he can, as we may need him as Hikaru. He played himself out of the spot. What can I tell you? Going against Donald this week, maybe not great either, and going to get sacked right away. Really hoping somebody would have picked up Jones there, and nobody does. I mean, this drive may already be dead because Jacobson decided he didn't want to block. He should have easily picked him up. We would have got it to Patterson, and instead we are sitting now at a 3rd and 21 from our own 4-yard line. And with that fact, Donald already in the zone. I think we're just going to run this and punt it, to be honest. I mean, what can we do? Wow. Can't even get a yard. 4th and 20. Dixon with the max punt. His own guy kind of getting in the way. Barely gets it away. And Bryant, nice play. They're at the 47-yard line. Not the worst situation considering special teams was put in a very bad situation. The worst situation is if the ball would have bounced off of his fullback blocker, his back of his head, because there's a good chance it was going to. And it's going to be a play action. And just like they did to us, a sack on 1st down, putting their drive in a spot. Maybe not the same as ours, as, we were pretty much put in a spot where we had to kind of just run it and punt it, hoping for a miracle play. But they still have a chance because they're not really in that dangerous of a spot here, as Alexander's on it with the help of Brooks. A gain of a few, but nothing really major. Woolen in the zones, try to bring the safeties over there. I don't think we're really going to need help for Woolen's side. And Northcutt in pursuit. Sacked by Mafe. 4th and 29. The offenses are going backwards. With the sacks from the defense, though, actually going to get some decent field position for once. As, if we don't get the sacks and they just go like 3 and out, it's going to be a bad punt situation again. But this time we actually have room. And, we're at the 32 to start. Gotta say, though, still not looking super promising as Aaron Donald kind of went off last drive. And Aaron Donald kind of brings him down that time. But a pretty good block. It was kind of one-on-one on the interior, kind of finishing with exactly 100 yards last week. Still off to an okay season, but definitely behind where, he would normally like to be. Still, I'm not worried about it. He's obviously who he is, so just got to take it with a grain of salt. That guy got out there nicely, and I'm not sure where they're going to put us. They're going to give us that forward progress stoppage, which is thankful. Basically, it's kind of a tough read situation, but there's a lot of players here that look like they should be open. And a little bit of a bad throw. Patterson reacts to it. Great catch. 1st down. Please, Greer, I do not need to look like an idiot and have to bench you, and then we're back to starting point. Oh, my. I did not mean to cut back that hard. I did want to cut, but I didn't want to go that hard. Jesus. When you're in the bath. Okay, I'm not going to. Yeah, that's a bit dark. 2nd and 9 from the 49, and we're just going to take that underneath to not Patterson. It's actually more. I like that we are changing up. Thankfully, all of our receivers are pretty fast. That we're changing up the lineup a bit. What do I want to run? This is pretty good, but it requires Fant to get, his beat. And that is a tough one. He catches it. Lake. Oh, what a little bit of a late hit there. Donald throwing his man down. Doesn't matter. The throw is pretty damn good. And that is a play that could not be saved if it was a bad throw. That was probably going to be picked if it was bad. Looking for Fant, probably. Not the cleanest route, but Fant's going to get up there and catch it for a gain of about 20. Really good throw by Greer. Fant unimaginative in the route running department, but thankfully good enough as we will end up getting, is that going to be block and release? Damn it. The first down. We're going to go to the running back, and that's a tough one. He drops it. Second goal from the 8, inside handoff, and man, we are not getting any blocks in the ground game this season at all, specifically this match. And we're sitting at the 7 with, I mean, the way they're lined up here, a likely field goal spot. I'm not going to lie. Tanner, let's get a block because they've got 2 superstars there. See what we got. And we're going to take that to the end zone, and Moore drops it. Really good route running to beat Ramsey there, but it's a tough beat in the end. And it's a really good throw by Greer. Just going to lead to a field goal. Not bad. First incompletion of, oh, actually, no, the throw to Metcalf, or underneath to Walker actually was dropped, but no actual bad throws other than one to Patterson, which was still, you know, in the general vicinity, was so open it didn't really matter. Rams defense giving us some troubles. Rightfully so, at least. You know, it's not like it's a bad performance from the offense so far. It's just a really good defense. And, of course, speaking of really good defense, only 2 yards gained on the inside. I don't know if that's their starting running back. Maybe we should have actually taken a look at their roster before we started this thing. But yeah, Stafford, 82 overall. Kyron Williams, the starter here, 75 overall. He's super slow. I mean, he's working it. But, I don't know. I feel like they need a new running back. They did get this guy. Who is he? Marquise Divins. I mean, they don't really got any... Well, I guess Kyron's good at trucking, but... Wide receiver, Allen Robinson's still here. Marvin Jones, Tutu Atwell, Beckwith, tight end Blake Jarwin. Yeah, their offense doesn't look as great as it used to. Definitely doesn't. Havenstein's great, but everyone else on that offense, they need some upgrades, especially on the offensive line and running back spots. Defense, you know, they haven't really changed much there, although they do have a 78 overall rookie corner, has 95 speed. I'm sure that's not causing us any problems with Jalen Ramsey on the other side of him. Surely not. Well, at least we know now why we can't get down the field that often. I mean, we did get there last drive, but overall it was still a challenge. And Marshall, oh, it's a really good cut. Great job by Marshall to get back there and grab him, but once again, off on the angle, and he just slips it for the first. Why do I always have to insult the other team, though? Like, oh, they probably need a new running back. Kyron Williams is easily capable of destroying us right now. Absolutely smoking us. I'm like, they may need a new guy. It's like, really? Do they? And there goes Red. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Loss of 3 anyways. Brooks, you gotta love that unrelenting effort. That man is worth every penny. He's worth more than the pennies we gave him. He literally got pennies off of us. Diggs on that left side, covering the 2 flats. Trying to get vertical. Doesn't really. Gets 2. 3rd and 11. Defense is looking pretty good. It's really just been the run game. I mean, they have like negative 20 yards if you count the sacks, which, I mean, I guess they technically do. And in pretty good spot. Sacked again, this time at Oliver. They're going to finish with negative pass yards in this game, I swear. Wow, defense is looking really good. From the 24-yard line, a little bit of a low punt again, or bad punt. And there goes Caldwell. Trying to cut it inside. Don't do anything crazy. Gets to the 42. We take that. You're definitely trying to catch him off guard more than getting help on the inside. So inside zone. Going to cut it back. Not get the block. Gain 2. And we've been struggling with the blocks. I said it already once, but it's true. And inside, there goes Moore. Trying to get Moore. Gets popped. I thought that was a fumble. It looked like it was an out-of-body experience there for a moment. To the 36. Good job holding on. Good job taking the hit, adding some yards to the total, and getting us that first down. 1st and 10, speaking of. And over the middle again. Throws it tightly. Gets the first down to the 17. I mean, there was some pressure there. Gets the ball right where it needs to go with Donald right in his face. I mean, that's not an easy guy to be like, it is, just throw the ball anyways, even though you're going to get hit. And that is a tough one. I just didn't trust the route running from Patterson, who's had a really good year. Really should have, and probably in the end costed us, yards and maybe a touchdown. Double move. I don't know if we're going to get this off. This looks like a blitz. And it is, but it's Metcalf. Metcalf! It's slightly overthrown. You can maybe argue that it was just didn't get the route running to that spot. Damn. Really good job by us that time trusting the route running, and sadly we couldn't get the throw there. It might be a quick throw to Metcalf, speaking of. And it's not. Dump that off to Kenneth, who does the rest. What an adjustment. Good play after the catch, and a first down. You know, it wasn't a great throw, but considering he was on the run, we'll take that, right? We'll definitely take that. Let's go with slants. Change the lineup a little bit. It's kind of tough because they have inside leverage. I should have taken Metcalf, but Greer's got the lane anyways. Touchdown, Greer. Orchestrating some nice little drives here. Obviously, we kind of got stalled out last time in the red zone, but we still came away with points. No turnovers. And here, standing tough in the pocket, the blocks finally come alive, and then Greer does the rest with his insanely fast legs. Starting to take what the defense gives us a little bit more, and obviously, in turn, turning that into points. Adams late on the hook, but that's okay. And these play actions, I guess it worked there. But to say, before that throw, these play actions have gotten themselves in some trouble. I thought Mafe was going to have a sack there. The guy right on him. I don't know how the hell Stafford has the confidence to still throw that, but it works, I suppose. Red on the inside, not going to get there, but it's another play action. Nobody on the running back, but the throw is terrible. Gains 2 at best. You know, if the refs wanted to say that wasn't a catch, I don't think anyone would argue that either. I know we're trying to disguise it, but like you are also like nearly 15 yards off your man there. And Diggs getting a piece of Kyron Williams. But we'll say for his speed, has been making plays for him, but there's a drop, which is, kind of a big one to be fair. He might be coming with the whole house. Drop back late, and the pressure is enough. I think that's a first down if he gets that ball to him. And instead, they fizzle out yet again near midfield, forced to punt. All right, we have the ball at the 11-yard line. I really don't want to get Kenneth out of the zone, but at the same time, I don't like anything else. Yeah, it's just our offense can do nothing against a stack box. Stack box, if they come with the blitz, we get insta-pressured. If we run the ball, we get no run lanes. Our offensive line kind of struggles. That's a tough one, and dropped. Kind of running out of time there, just threw it to him and call it a hospital pass, call it what you want, but at the same time, it almost worked. Of course, I want to know what my matchup is. I know the safety's coming to help, but I want to know the matchup, And why not? Oh! And he holds on! Metcalf to the 35! What a throw by Greer. Greer, basically standing in his own freaking pocket, in his own end zone anyways. From the 2, throws it all the way down to the 35 on a dot. Perfect rainbow to the 35. You can't ask for a better throw than that. That's called throwing your guy open. I don't care what anyone says. That is insanity. And speaking of insanity, pretty insanity, insane to throw that run out there. Ooh, I was close, and we were about to throw it to Fant. Instead, we get sacked by Sherwood. Probably Aaron Donald on the, on the follow-up would have been his either way. So, gonna give him credit so he doesn't get mad at us. Of course, Ramsey also on that play baiting the hell out of us. I almost threw that quick out. And I was about to throw it behind the defense. I get it. It's my fault for not taking the drags, and I really should. We literally just had a little mini talk about, we got down the field taking what the defense has given us. Right behind the defense, there was a play, but at the same time, it's just take what they're going to give you. Right here, if we didn't get sacked, it would have been an easy field goal. With that little setup, probably still a field goal, but think about how much easier it would be if we would have had that, And that looks pretty good to me. Kick is up and good. Didn't really matter about the 2-minute warning, Either way, you're going to get a couple of seconds off anyways. Who cares? That Rams pressure definitely keeping them in it. For our side, at least on offense, the route running has been pretty good this game. They've definitely been keeping us in it, getting on the field, and wow. Really good throw and catch, but, Woolen is literally locked down there. Last second, and almost clearing out, and they're moving down the field quickly. There is a flag, though, I think. This could be coming back. Or there's not. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Oh, give us the wrong guy. Get over there, Jamal. Oh, we got locked up. Oh, picked off by Cindy. What even happened there? Number 18 looked like he had it, and Sydney just yoinked it. They were looking really good on that drive to probably get a score before half, and instead, it's not going to go that way. And this is, oh, no. I thought I was going to have Tanner running to the outside. I'm just going to go with slants then. And I seen Tanner. Oh, man. Good job by Tanner. Good try, at least. Couldn't get a cleaner throw, so it was behind him. Man, whoever, it might have been Jalen, whoever came in on that blitz, absolutely torched. We got to get Metcalf the ball, but I also don't want to, like, force it. Screw it. Screw it. Look at the throws from Greer this game. We got time. Metcalf's going to be out of the zone, but at the same time, if I force the ball there... Oh, Metcalf. Hurry up. Hike it. They're not ready. Metcalf! In for the touchdown. Perfect drive. Caught them off guard. Lacking. They wanted to keep their timeouts. I guess they want to try to get another drive, but that is awful from them. Perfect throw. Right on the money. And he gets a score because of it. All right, here we are in a very weird one. A very weird one. We are outgaining them by an insane number. But it's just weird for us to be the ones struggling on the ground where they are not. And then we're the ones killing it in the pass game, and they're the ones struggling in the pass game. I mean, this is kind of a game for the ages. I should have kept with medium attacking. We're going to still defend medium, but we're going to try to run the ball more, obviously, because we're up 20 at half. The Rams are kind of imploding. Like, their season is like, what were they, 3-0? And now they're going to be likely 3-3 here. Just don't fumble Caldwell. I don't care what yardage line you get us to. Of course, DK Metcalf 3 for 111 with a touchdown, having himself a day. Inside zone, but they're literally ready for it. Let's go with a throw. Outside throw, slightly overthrown. Missed opportunity on that one. Inside zone with no safety help, so this is likely a blitz, but I'm still going to run it. And there goes Kenneth finding some room, nearly a first down there. You know, sometimes you do have to just play how you want to play. You can't just dictate, you know, let their defense dictate it. Inside, 3rd and 1, and not the cleanest look, but ends up getting about 5. No sprint involved on that one. Had to keep our sticks warm. Gotta, you know, if there's a reason to cut back, whatever it may be, have to take it. Let's take the fullback here early on. Gets a nice block. Running right through Ramsey for 8. Riggs. Double pivot. I don't really like comeback routes, let me tell you that much. And Greer, wow. And then we fumbled. Nice recovery there, Jesus. How the hell did we not get away there? In what world did we get grabbed in this situation? I don't care how good Donald is. Yeah, I'm sure of it, dude. He's never catching me. Instead of what should have easily been a first down run, it's now 3rd and 4, giving him a chance to stay in this. And that is just too easy. That is too easy. As soon as I seen Ramsey step up, I knew Ramsey was covering, you know, a drag, which you could see there into more. And I mean, they just gave us a freebie there. I mean, Metcalf one-on-one. I mean, he's never going to lose that situation. Inside handoff. Kenneth fighting hard. Once again, we keep getting grabbed by players that are out of position, and it's super annoying. Metcalf on the other side. He probably will have Ramsey. Could take the underneath. Maybe Patterson gets open. Let's see. Metcalf, that is a really good throw and an even better catch. 15-yard gain to the 31, first down. They're going to challenge it. I don't blame him. It might have been out, but it wasn't. That seems a little more desperate than it was probably a smart challenge, but you know, I really didn't see how clean of a catch it was, so maybe it was good, and I don't know. And once again, on this look where we should have, you know, a decent bit of blockers, we keep getting instant pressured. I don't know if it's because we have tight ends on the line, and that's probably what it is, but man, is that annoying. In behind. Wow. Nice strong hands catch by Moore. Greer left nothing off of that throw. He just darted it. Of course, this drive has been a long one, and whether you score or not, this is what we've needed. And there's nobody on Moore on the inside who is just killing it from the slot right now. Ramsey getting torched by him. Oh, hey, somebody's trying to get a little feel. Yeah, I'm not going to judge, but maybe keep it off the field, I suppose. And inside Moore again, touchdown. The slot has been on fire this drive, and that could be the dagger, especially with the time wasted. All I'm saying, Greer's kind of looking good. The ball's a little behind him, but it's worked every time, so I'm not going to complain. I just don't know how you can give up a 5-minute drive to start the second half while down 20 and win the game. I don't see how that's possible. Red, really good play, misses, but has help from the team. I mean, I will say the run game has been the only thing that's really sparked for them this game, but I think it's too late for that. Looking for the underneath with Kupp coming out of the backfield. Corner shot, maybe. He's going to take a look, and wow, what a hit by Jamal. I mean, is every single player that's a superstar X Factor on our team lit up this game? I think they might be. That's insane. Mafe going against Noteboom, I believe. Ah, good freaking play. Outside, Jamal with a pop. They're going to gain 2, but they're also going to have to punt it. What is going on to the Rams? They are getting smoked. Short drives have killed them. Their defense starting the second half off flat-footed has killed them. And Caldwell is really, honestly, who's usually the guy that's kind of good every game, he's probably having the worst game out of everyone, ironically enough. I mean, at this rate, we can almost debatably literally just throw the ball away 3 times and still make a play. I'm taking that. Metcalf's him. Metcalf is him. You're really going to cover Kazi one-on-one with Metcalf? GG, it's over. Who do they think they are? Press coverage, no safety help. Metcalf in the zone with Kazi on him. I don't know if this is a different Kazi or not. Maybe it's not the Kazi I think it is. But if it is, what are they thinking? Nope, it's the Kazi we think. It's the 86 speed, 5'11", 31-year-old. I mean, anyone on this team in a streak press look is going to win that. Let alone Metcalf, who can beat the best of them. Look at Adams. Oh, Adams, you can't let Kupp get involved. I know the game is long gone done. It, put a fork on him, it's over. But still, no mercy, dude. No mercy. Shutout. And Wosu getting a push. Mafe with the sack. Stafford on these play actions keeps running literally right into Mafe. They're like college teammates or best friends, and like Mafe's like telling him, hey, I really just need this game, buddy. Oh, wow, he's in trouble. Oh, my. And Wosu this time. I think it probably is because the tight end was blocking and they kind of got confused or whatever. You know what I'm talking about if you know this game. But still, we'll take it. 2+ sacks on both edges. And there goes Woolen. And he's going to pick it. Oh, my. This is a slaughtering. And you already damn know I'm trying my very best, absolute very best, to not throw a pick with Greer. Nice fight by freaking Walker, getting about 7. Sherwood, who's got a sack this game, or a half a sack, injured on the play. Not that it, once again, really matters. I'm not somebody that's like hating on his health, but it really don't matter who's in for them, as Walker is not even down yet. Gets about 4. First down. Read option into Donald. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe it works. Greer! Can't pick up the block. Gets to the 9. I mean, is there anyone on this game, in this game, having a bad day? I don't think. I mean, well, there's a certain team, but outside of that, you know what I mean. Up the middle on the dive play. And there goes Kenneth juking the shoes off of the safety. Like I said, I'm trying everything I can not to throw that last pick. Let's go with the counter play. Counters suck, but I want to try one. Oh, it works to perfection. What a game. This has been a smoke show. Jesus. They have the same amount of yards as they do passing plays. I actually don't know how this is even possible. Especially the way we've been playing. Oh, damn, that running back got me on. Oh, wow, and then Stafford misses a wide-open throw on top of it. Why not? Why not? When it rains, it pours. Soak it in, boys. Soak it in, soak it up. I mean, you soak something. And woo! Stafford trying to kill his players. They're going to punt this. Why not? Get the special teams involved. If it isn't everyone's favorite disgruntled employee, Hikaru. 1st and 10 inside. Tanner getting involved on a nice run of about 7. Oh, they're pissed. The fans are unhappy. Tanner gets this one. Fair enough. I wish that tackle or that linebacker wasn't way up. Oh, wow. Good push off, but it's not going to be enough as Tanner, burying a guy, has Jalen on the ground, gains 11. Look at him go. Boom. Whoosh! Get out of the way! Do we do it to him with Hikaru? Do we do it to him? Leads him upfield. Fant. About, I don't even know, 15 yards or so. Tanner up the middle. Trying to run through people. Gets about 7. Stretch play. This looks like a bad play, but why not? Here we go. Stiff arm him. Kinda good tackle by Ramsey. Gains 14. Tanner, 3 for nearly 30. All right, let's see what we got. Play action look. More left side. We're not going to have the time, are we? We probably had more, but Tanner's the first anyways. I guess it really doesn't matter who the quarterback was today. They were going to succeed. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Read option. Hikaru stepping inside. Slips off of an Aaron Donald tackle. Gets hit stick by Floyd. No fumble. You can't tell he doesn't want his job back, though. You can't say it to me that he doesn't want that job back, but it doesn't matter. 2nd and 1. Play action. Tanner, why not? Tanner down to the 1. What a fight. It's not like I'm trying to score, but, I mean, we're literally at the 1-yard line, dude. Pitch to the left. Tanner and company. I mean, there's nobody there. Celebrating on him. Put the booze in there. I don't care. It's a division rival. Suck it, nerds. Let me tell you, this is going to be a weird game to play the next one for. This is going to be the weirdest game to come off of, right? Like, it's like, how do you follow up with a performance like that in Woolen? Oh my God, he didn't catch it, but just look at the size difference between him and Allen. And they will get the last ball off. Of course, it's going to end with a drag route where the rookie Marshall punishes them. And a 48-0 victory in LA against the Rams. I mean, that is the kind of performance this team needed. Staring a potential 2-4 start down the barrel, and instead a massive 3-3 insane uplifting performance where, like I said, it's going to be weird to go from this to the next game because I just don't think this is... I mean, it's something we are capable of probably, but I just don't think this is something that will be sustainable. Regardless, though, the Rams kind of struggling early. You know, we were struggling early in the offensive department, and then they just fell apart. Of course, Greer, 366 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I believe that would be way better than anything Hikaru's ever done. I think Hikaru, any game he's had, is pretty much one-pick game, let alone if it's a high yardage game, definitely a pick. Of course, also the 34 yards and a touchdown on the ground to add with it. Moore had a pretty good game, a bunch of catches with a touchdown. Metcalf obviously had an amazing game. Fan had a couple of catches, nothing crazy. And then Patterson was only 1 for 13, sadly, but he pretty much had Ramsey on him most of the game. Tons of sacks allowed from both sides, but mainly their side. Not by much, actually. Not mainly. Pretty even. Sidney Jones and Tariq Woolen with picks, bunch of sacks like we mentioned, and a victory on the game. Got all of our goals on top of it. Xavier Moore has an upgrade. I'm not really sure what I want to do with him. He's got okay catching. His route running's not great. His release isn't great, but that speed is making up for a lot right now. I mean, once again, I think slot probably is the best, but deep threat also wouldn't be the worst because that release. I'm going to go deep threat, just kind of get a feel for what kind of upgrade gives what for these specific players. 2 to release, 2 to deep route, 1 to spec. That's exactly what I expected to get. That release is so valuable, and it just seems like deep threat is like the best way to get it. So, I don't know, it's kind of tough not to go with deep threat, but obviously winning that game against the Rams was massive after 2 losses, 2 kind of devastating losses. You know, the Packers kind of did what we did to the Rams to us. However, you know, maybe we put up a little bit more of a fight, but regardless, still, it's good to have that kind of a win. Going against 3 more away teams in a row. Jesus, this schedule's brutal, but game 1 on the road for this month, not a bad result. So maybe this will actually be a good thing for us. Maybe we suck at home and we're better on the road, which makes no sense, especially since it's Seattle. But I don't know. There's something about it. Could just be Greer. I'm not sure, but huge win. Glad to see it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate your continued support, especially on this series. You know, it's our main series for the channel, Seattle Seahawks. I'm enjoying it, and man, it was going to be looking real dire there at 2-4. Instead, we're back at 3-3. We'll see how the rest of this one goes, but that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video, See ya!